Inverses.
Section 1.5. So a relation in general may or may not have an inverse. Or I guess actually all relations have inverses, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Keep talking.
All relations have inverses. But we know that some relations are actually functions, and so some inverses are also functions. And all an inverse is it's all of the ordered pairs.
It's taking x and y and making them this way.
Yeah, you take all of the x and y
So here's your x's and your y.
them.
This is how you've always been graphing for like years and years and years.
I really hope that's the right order to them.
Me too.
And not reverse.
And then they're going to become this order. So this is your new x coordinate thing, even though it says y. And this is your new y coordinate thing, even though it says x. So think about your hands when you do this. Like when we watch you do homework, we should see hand situation going on. And you can even look at your hands.
And a little bit jazzy.
Yeah, like if I look at my hands like this, it's x, y. And then if the inverse is, it's y, x.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to use a couple things to help us to figure out this whole function, not a function thing. Recall in 1.2, we talked about that the vertical line test can tell us if a relation is a function.
Right.
Well, now we're going to talk about the horizontal line test, which can tell us if the graph we are looking at has an inverse that is a function.
An inverse that's a function?
Yes.
I already like it.
Okay, so for example 1, the graph of some kind of relationship is shown. Part A says, is the relation a function? So that's the vertical line test. So on this example, vertical
function.
Line test, yes.
Pick an ink.
So A, yes, it's a function.
It's a function.
Or actually, I guess I should have said yes. Is the relation a function? Yes.
You bet your mama.
B, does the relation have an inverse that is a function? Well, all you do is look at the
Yes.
horizontal line test.
Yeah, horizontal line test.
And
It doesn't get any easier.
And it's the same rules as the vertical line test. Because a horizontal line would only go through the graph once at any particular point, then yes, it is a function, the inverse of it. Okay? So let's look at this one. Vertical line test. Oh, wait. No, this is failing all over the place.
Wow, that's like
Everywhere.
worse.
Everywhere.
That's
it
worse than
fails
my
everywhere.
high school Spanish test scores. Those fails.
Yeah. Well, but when are you ever going to use Spanish?
You know.
Oh, wait. You married into a Spanish family.
Should have paid more attention. You just never know when you're going to need this stuff, so
Exactly.
always prepare.
Yeah. Part B, does the relation have an inverse that's a function? So horizontal line test.
I'm going to go with a yes on this one. I think the inverse is a function.
So yes. So the function itself, the relation itself may not be a function.
The function, yes.
But yes.
The inverse of the function, yeah. All right.
Vertical line test? No.
No. Fails all over the place.
Horizontal line test?
Failure.
Again. So both of those are no. Last one. Vertical line test?
Totally passing.
Okay. And horizontal line test?
Totally failing. I think you said horizontal on both of those, but
vertical.
vertical's good, horizontal no good.
Okay, and notice we didn't have to regraph these to look at the inverse. Okay,
No.
We just had to look at the graph of
Right.
the original.
That's all we had to do.
Okay, so now a function whose inverse is also a function, so they're both functions.
So you're talking about like the first guy.
The first guy passes.
The first guy. We're talking about the first guy.
Oh, the first guy. Yeah. That's called 1-to-1 because each x is paired with a unique y and each y is paired with a unique x.
Well, and that's a fancy term, but basically every point is different. There's no repeated values of anything anywhere.
Right.
1-to-1.
Because think about like a parabola. Okay, if this was your table of values on some random parabola, what happens if this is my vertex? I repeat values. Right? Those
That's not
y's
one.
are
That is
repeated.
not 1-to-1.
So that's not 1-to-1. And so that's where the horizontal line test comes in. This would fail, and think about a parabola, that would fail the horizontal line test. So of the 4 of these, the only one that's 1-to-1 is the one that passes both kinds of tests.
That's correct.
Okay, so you got to relate that in your head. 1-to-1 means it passes both the vertical and horizontal line test.
Right, it's got to do both.
Okay.
It's got to do.